Hello, welcome back for some fall bedroom styling. Over the last week and a half, I have been slowly decorating basically my entire home for fall, and I am someone who loves to change out my bedroom space and not just main living areas, and so I've really been looking forward to creating a warm, inviting, cozy vibe in my bedroom to welcome in this change of season. And so today I'm going to share that method with you for how I make small but intentional changes or swaps in the styling and decor in my bedroom that have a very high impact and allow me to refresh this space for not only fall but kind of flowing through most seasons and holidays. And I do want to start by giving you an overview of my entire bedroom space. You can see that it is on the smaller side for a primary bedroom suite, and I am by no means saying that my bedroom is the smallest primary bedroom that has ever existed, but it is on the smaller size because my home is an older home in comparison to the current standard in new construction and new build floor plans. And so basically in this space, all that I really have room for is my queen size bed, my 2 nightstands, and the dresser that you're currently sitting on. I have a very small minimal workspace over here to the side, and I try not to overcrowd or clutter up my room with any more furniture or excessive decor, and instead try to make small intentional swaps in this space that make a high impact and can change the entire vibe and aesthetic without having to do a complete overhaul in my room. And one of the biggest ways that I am able to do that is through textiles, especially through my bed styling. And we're gonna get started here in just a second, but first, I actually want to do a little bit of rearranging with my furniture. So with the current furniture setup, my bed is essentially centered with the dresser and TV that we have on this wall, which is the wall that the bedroom door and entrance into this space is. So it's the shortest wall in comparison to this longer wall over here. And so because it is centered this way, we end up with this one nightstand that is essentially pushed all the way up against the wall that our window is on, and that's not ideal. So I've actually seen a lot of comments of you guys giving me permission or encouragement maybe to just try shifting all of this furniture over a little bit and having it more centered in relation to this entire back wall, the door included, and not necessarily prioritizing centering with the TV, and that could have a better flow to the furniture in this space and especially get that nightstand off of the wall, which would give more freedom and room for our curtain over there. So I am going to try it today and just live with it for a little bit and see how we like it, and just kind of shift this furniture over and then get to styling it. Okay, I think you guys were right. This feels like my bedroom is bigger. It feels like it opened up the space a ton, and I'm loving all of the walkway over on this side of the bed. And then finally having the mirrors hung, the wall art centered on the bed, it just looks even better than I thought that it would. So now we can get to decorating. So the first thing that I always do when I want to refresh my space, or especially change it up for seasons, is restyle my bedding. This is such a small change that really makes the biggest impact on the room, because I feel like in a bedroom specifically, your bedding sets the tone and the color palette for the rest of the space. And so you can see that I had this bright white for all of summertime, and I loved it in that really bright, airy, sunshiny time of year. But now that it's fall, I want a warmer, more earthy color palette and just a lot of texture on the bed, layers that feel cozy and inviting, and like I'm ready to just slip into bed with a cup of hot tea and watch my favorite fall show, which is Gilmore Girls, every night at the end of every day. And so making this small change, just swapping out my sheets and my comforter, is going to make a huge difference and really be the bulk of the decorating for fall. I truly feel like properly styling a bed makes the highest impact in a bedroom space, especially one like mine where the room itself is of a smaller size and my bed is the largest piece of furniture in this room. And so it naturally becomes a focal point and draws your eye to it as soon as you enter this space. And so I really look at that as an opportunity to set the tone and color palette for the rest of the room, and this is where the bulk of my decorating happens. So I love changing out my bedding seasonally, and for fall in particular, I love a lush, layered, almost luxury look, but not on a luxury budget, of course. So I've ordered some new pieces from BedSure. You can actually find them right on Amazon, and they have really high quality designer looking textiles and bedding, but at an affordable price point. So I went for a lot of textures and mixed materials here, and I absolutely fell in love with this pre-washed cotton comforter. It is so soft and fluffy, and I love that that was going to add some volume to the space. And then I did get this chunky knit bed throw, and this is a designer dupe, you guys. It is so good. I could not believe it when I opened it. It comes in a ton of colors, and I will be ordering more. And then to complement the texture of that blanket, I did order this waffle knit quilt, and then also linen blend sheets and a silk pillowcase, because those materials just feel so luxurious to me, but they're actually surprisingly affordable. And like I said, I ordered all of this from BedSure. I'll have all the links down in the description box, and I am partnered with them on today's video, so I'll have some discount information for you as well. But now we're going to make up the bed, and what I like to do is a layered undone look for that casual, cozy vibe. This is exactly what I wanted. This is a bed that makes a statement, sets a tone. Do you see what I mean with that color palette? How it just instantly changed the entire vibe of the room. And then all of these layers and textures just give that cozy, warm, inviting feel of fall. And I just have to say that this throw is an exact designer high-end dupe. I'm not sure if I can say the brand name in this video, so I think I'll just leave a comment and let you know what I'm talking about, but this just feels like cozy luxury, and I am going to be ordering it in a few more colors. I wanted to show you a close-up of the texture of this blanket because it is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And in general, I've layered a lot of textures of organic earthy materials here. So we have this knit throw, and then right beneath it is a pre-washed cotton comforter, and then coupled with that I have this waffle knit bed quilt and then linen sheets as my base layer. And I wanted to show you that up close so that we could talk about kind of the method of how I styled this bed. So clearly I chose a very neutral kind of base color palette. There's minimal variation in color and tone, and that is very intentional because I wanted to focus on adding contrast and visual interest through texture. I have found this to work really well for me, especially in a smaller space, so that it can still feel cozy, inviting, warm, without being too overwhelming. And so I'll keep a pretty neutral palette, and then I'll have like a pop of pattern or color like I did with these throw pillows here, and that just makes me feel the most calm and soothed at the end of my day, which is definitely the vibe that I want in my bedroom. However, if you enjoy a pop of color, then there is so much to choose from with BedSure. They have tons of colors, patterns, neutral bases, all of the textures and materials that you could possibly want. They have hundreds of options to choose from. So definitely make sure that you check out BedSure if you're looking to update your bed and bedroom styling, or just add a comfy new textile throughout your home this fall season. I'll leave the links to everything that I ordered along with any discount information down in the description box. And thank you so much to BedSure for partnering with me and sponsoring today's video. Okay, so now that I have my bed completely styled, we have a focal point in the center of the room and a base color palette to build off of. I like to go throughout the rest of my space and just make simple changes, little swaps here and there that will play into this to create a more cohesive space and really change the entire mood and the vibe without changing every single piece of decor or without overloading every surface of my bedroom with decor and trinkets. And so a couple of my favorite ways to do that is to swap out floral stems and candles.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
Okay, I am getting off of the struggle bus. I was just feeling so overwhelmed and like I was overthinking my dresser decor. With these longer pieces of furniture, like my entryway table or our media console in our playroom or this 9-drawer dresser, I can become overwhelmed very easily. And so that was just what was happening to me. So I just decided to strip it back, kind of go more minimal and basic and functional. So I like to create an aesthetic, pretty space, but I don't want the aesthetic to compromise the functionality of what I'm working with. And that's what I felt like I was running into. So let me walk you through this process of how I kind of just create a most zones with longer pieces of furniture to keep the eye moving and flowing. So at this far end of our dresser, we keep our record player, and previously I just had all of Derek's records, which are quite a few, leaned up against the side of that, and it worked. It was okay, but then it would leave a gap of space right here, and then I felt like I needed to balance and never could quite get it right. So I just decided to work this the same way that I would my entryway table or that TV console, and start doing zones, I call them, of decor. And so I separated the records almost as if they were book stacks, like shelf styling or decor books, cookbooks, something like that. And instead of having the books, I have the records here. And I just chose some records on top that kind of went with the color aesthetic and were more neutral. So we've got a Steve Miller Band and a Billy Joel record, and this takes up this space without overcrowding it. It makes sense with the record player, and it doesn't compromise the functionality of what we've got going on here, but it also doesn't leave just this big empty hole that I feel the need to fill with decor. So then over to this end, I started struggling because I didn't want the entire thing to just be records. There are some functional items that I like to keep on the dresser. For example, my small jewelry box and some hair clips, and whenever I'm running into that where I feel like I need to tuck those kinds of things away, I realize that I'm overthinking it, and everyday items can be decor. So that's what I did here. I just have my hair clips displayed nicely and my jewelry box here at the end, and they are just fine. I've corralled them on this tray, and it kind of makes it seem like a piece of decor having things styled together on the tray as opposed to just sitting on top of the dresser. And then I finished it off with this faux olive arrangement. This was part of a Hearth and Hand collection, I want to say last fall at Target, and I love it. Personally, I feel like olive stems are evergreen. They work for every season and holiday, and so you kind of can't go wrong. So I just popped this on the end to complete this little grouping of decor on the tray, and it takes up the dresser space without being too much. Okay, so I think the theme here is less is more. I love how my bedroom turned out for fall. It feels so warm and cozy and inviting, and like I'm ready to snuggle up in bed with a good book, a hot cup of tea, and just enjoy my evenings, which is exactly the vibe that I go for in the fall time. So I hope that you all enjoyed these small bedroom decorating ideas and my tips or little method that I use when decorating my bedroom for seasons and holidays. Swapping out bedding, changing your color palette, and small intentional accents, and then of course turning your TV into a work of art. Those are always my go-tos for a smaller space to change the entire vibe and the ambiance without overcrowding or cluttering it up. So I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps to support my channel, and subscribe if you aren't already. I'd love for you to join my YouTube family. I have a ton more fall related content, and soon we'll be right into Halloween, and I'm sharing all of those decorating ideas with you as well. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on any of that. Thank you so much to BedSure for partnering with me, sponsoring today's video, and helping me to cozy up my bedroom. Don't forget to check the links down in the description box where you can find everything that I ordered for my bed styling and customize it to your space and your liking, and any discount information will be down there as well. But thank you guys so much for choosing to spend your time here with me today, and hopefully I see you all in the next one. Bye!